بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today we're going to revise together grammar and reading comprehension, and maybe I'm going to revise with you some of the reading. Okay, we're going to highlight some points in the two stories we have studied together, which are On the Banks of Plum Creek and Yosemite. Okay, we're going to revise some points in the reading. Okay, some people are going to say, teacher, aren't we going to revise spelling? No, spelling is about learning. You have to learn the words by heart. Okay, so you have the pages. Please go back to the pages and look for the correct way of writing those words. The long E, the long O. I cannot help you with learning it. Okay, so I can help you with the grammar, re-explain the grammar. I'm going to tell you something about the reading comprehension you're going to have in the exam, and I can help you with revising some parts of the stories. You see, On the Banks of Plum Creek and Yosemite. Okay, I'm sure that a lot of people, like 99% of people, understood the two stories, but we're going to re-explain it again. Okay, so for that, before starting what we have already explained, but we're going to explain it again, I have to talk about the reading comprehension in the exam. You're going to have a paragraph. Okay, you have to read it carefully. You're going to have 4 or 5 questions, I don't know, and you're going to have to answer those questions. Okay, so the paragraph is going to be repeated with each question. Okay, to make it easier for you. Okay, do not go up looking for the paragraph, lose time, read it again, then go back down and scroll up and scroll down. No. Okay, you're going with each question, you're going to have the same paragraph again. Okay, so read carefully. The questions are easy. Okay, it's the only thing that we haven't seen together. Okay, it's obvious that reading comprehension, I cannot give you a reading comprehension from the stories themselves, because you have like in the exam some critical and practical questions coming from the story itself. Okay, so pay attention to this part, my boys, please. Now, let's start with grammar, which is one of the most important things you're going to have in the exam. And I know that I have explained and re-explained the independent, the dependent clauses, the compound sentence, the complex sentence. Those are the things that we're going to have in the exam. For that, please, I'm going to give you good hints to help you sit for that exam, which is too easy, and you're going to be like one of the best, and you're going to have the full mark, God willing. Okay, so let's start. First of all, what is a clause? A lot of people now in their houses, they're going to say, teacher, 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 we know that, we have said it like 100 million times. Yes, a clause is a subject plus a verb. A clause, I repeat, is a subject plus a verb. And excuse me, I'm not so good with this pen until now. Okay, so a clause is a subject plus a verb. Whether the sentence is meaningful or not meaningful, the clause is a clause. Okay, you have to have a subject plus a verb. Okay, if it is meaningful, it's going to be yes, an independent clause. If it's not meaningful, it's going to be the slave clause, the dependent clause. But both of them, they have a verb and a subject. So it's a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. To make it easier to you, my kids, it's a subject plus a verb. If I have, for example, I by itself, it's not a clause, it's merely a subject. If I have watch by itself, it's merely a verb, it's not a clause. However, when I join them, I watch together, it's going to be a clause. Okay, clear? Because I have a subject and a verb. I think it's clear. Let's move on. Types of clauses in English. And listen to teacher. Read the sentence carefully. If the clause is meaningful, it has a meaning, then it's an independent clause. It can stand by itself. It's a free clause that can stand by itself and gives a meaning. You see? If it doesn't give a meaning, which means it's meaningless, okay, it's a dependent clause, and we have called it the slave clause. Why is that? Because the slave always obeys the directions and orders of his master, okay? So here the dependent clause, to be understood, it has to follow the directions and orders of the independent clause. For example, here, I have the baby slept. Oh, that's a strong sentence, which is free because I can understand it by itself. However, if I add here, okay, because he was tired. For example, the boy was left by himself at home, okay, for a long time, and he was crying, and then the mama came back, and the boy was so tired of crying because he was crying waiting for his mother, for example, okay? Because he was tired. Take it by itself, okay? When I say Abdurrahman, because he was tired. Malik, because he was tired. Tariq, because he was tired. Agri, because he was tired. Al-Walid, because he is tired, or he was tired. Do you understand that? No, you don't. You see, Adam Hamdi, Adam Muhammad Ramadan, are you paying attention? Adam Barakat, paying attention? Everyone? You see, because he was tired by itself, I cannot understand it. What happened because he was tired? Oh, the baby slept. So that second part, which is the dependent clause, depends on the first clause to be understood. Clear, Ammar Majid? I hope it's clear. I hope so. You see? So, Ali Dosari, when you understand the sentence, that's an independent clause. However, when you do not understand the clause, that's a dependent one, that's a slave one. Begin for the other clause. Please, 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 let me stand next to you to be understood. Clear, my boys? Okay. The second one, which is the dependent clause, the slave one, it cannot move by itself. It cannot be understood by itself. You see, that's why we call it the slave one. Clear? So it's an incomplete sentence. For instance, it's not. You're going to say, teacher, please complete the sentence. Okay. While the rain fell. Okay, teacher, can you complete the sentence, please, so we can understand it? Oh, I was playing while the rain fell. You see? Now, when I added an independent clause, everyone is able to understand that boy, he was playing while the rain fell. If I take while the rain fell by itself, I won't be able to understand anything. Please, my boys. Please. Kamal. It's too important to me that you're going to have the full mark, God willing. Okay? So, while the rain fell by itself, it's not a complete sentence. Whenever you feel that the sentence should be completed, or the clause should be completed, please, that's a dependent clause. Because I don't have enough time on this program, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to move on to another video, which I'm going to call Grammar Revision Grade 4 Part 2. Please go and carry on following.